India just pulled out a massive tax overhaul. The GST 2.0 is actually going to change our everyday life and we are going to save a lot of money. We have already made a video regarding this in our channel with our financial expert Dr. Raghav. But when I was reading in detail about it, I thought I would like to tell which are the items which are going to get cheaper and which are the items which are going to get costlier. Let's break it down in today's video on how you are going to save a whole lot of money, especially with the festive season coming. Let's see the products where you're going to save money and where you're going to pinch your pockets. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Let's see the products which are going to get cheaper and which are going to costlier with the GST 2.0 reforms. The new GST 2.0, which is coming online from September 21, has many tax slabs. One is a friendly 5%, another is a reasonable 18%, another which is the 40%. This 5% is going to include these goods which are like ghee, butter, ice cream, biscuits, which are going to have this 5% tax slab. Previously, there was a 12% GST for this. Now it is going to bring it down to 5%. Now if you see, groceries are the thing which is for our everyday needs, and every month we buy a whole lot of groceries. So when you look at a single product, you are not going to save much, but when you look into it like 50 products, you are actually going to save a lot of money. So 99% of the items which were previously 12%, like this ghee, butter, ice cream, are now reduced to this friendly 5% rule. Now, another items which are going to come in this 5% bracket is the pre-packaged meals or snacks. So, this will push the customers to buy more good packaged items and shift to more hygienic products, because these products always in supermarkets when we go, these pre-packaged meals are always a little expensive and we don't buy it. Now, with this 12% being reduced to 5%, we will be shifting to buying these pre-packaged meals and snacks also. Now, when coming to electronics like washing machine, TV, refrigerator, previously the tax slab was 28%. Now they have reduced it to a very friendly 18%. So in this festive season, if you want to buy a new TV, new refrigerator, new washing machine, suppose a washing machine was previously 30,000, it is now going to come down to 27,500. So this is a very good thing, and that we can use this to buy new products to our home. Now coming to the automobiles, this is where we are going to save a lot. Previously the tax slab for automobiles was 28%. Now it has come to a mere 18%. That is petrol cars with 1200cc, diesel cars with 1500cc, and bikes up to 350cc previously were 28%, but now it is going to be 18% only. So when you are buying a car for 10 lakhs, a bike for 3 lakhs, this 10% difference is actually going to save you a lot. Also, when it comes to the electric vehicle sector, if you are getting an electric vehicle, this is going to charge you a mere 5% GST. So this is pushing for greener transport, and if you are going to buy an electric car, you are actually going to save more. This also includes GST for spare parts also, leading to good maintenance costs which are low in the near future. Also, the health insurance sector also is going to benefit from this GST reforms, as the taxes are reduced in that also. Overall, your daily need products are going to be reduced GST. Also, if you want to buy electronics, if you want to buy a car, if you want to buy a bike, if you're going to apply for health insurance now, you are actually going to save money than when you have applied before September 21. Now, coming to the items which are going to get costlier because of GST 2.0. The first one is the ultra luxury cars are going to be 40% tax slab. This 40% tax slab also includes tobacco products like pan masala, cigarettes. All are going to get a little costlier because their GST has now been raised to 40%. So the main aim of the government is to discourage people from getting addicted to these tobacco products by raising their price. Also, if you look into the clothing sector, the cheaper clothes are not going to get any costly, but clothes about 2,500 rupees have been raised from the 12% slab to 18% slab. So they are going to get slightly costlier, saying that if you are going to get premium clothes, premium slippers, those are going to get costlier, but the reasonably cheaper ones are going to remain in the same price. This 40% tax slab applies mainly to luxury vehicles and certain tobacco products like cigarettes, pan masala, forcing the government to tell that you don't practice these addictive things like cigarette, pan masala, and they want to discourage the public from using this by raising this tax slab. In the overall picture, we can see that this GST 2.0 is trying to increase the standard of living of the Indian middle class. That is, they are trying to increase the purchasing power of the Indian middle class such that it will contribute to the economic growth by making the products more affordable. Now, the items of everyday need like your food products, automobile, or the electronics in your house is going to reduce in price. So, this is going to encourage you to buy more. This is what the government aims, and ultimately it will lead to the economic growth of the country. Also, this GST 2.0 has increased the coal's GST from 5 to 18%. This is going to be a pinch in the pocket for many industries. Also, they're providing benefits for people who are making in India. So, products made in India are going to benefit from this GST reforms. So, overall, we can see that this GST reform is trying to increase the purchasing power of the Indian middle class by making items of everyday need cheaper. At the same time, they are increasing the price of luxury items to 40% to increase the revenue to the government. Also, they are trying to increase the price of tobacco and related products such that people reduce buying that. In conclusion, we can see that this GST 2.0 is trying to make our lives a lot simpler. That is, it is trying to increase our purchasing power by making the items of everyday need cheaper, and I think this is a good thing. And overall, this is going to increase the economic growth of the country because the quantity of the products purchased will be increased, though the price has come down, and this is a good thing for us. Do like, share, and subscribe me for more interesting videos.